Recep Tayyip Erdogan reclaimed his victory in the Turkey elections despite rumors of manipulated results and brought in sweeping new powers for the Alaska party leader until at least 2023. The Turkish elections, held more than a year early, complete the NATO members' transition from a parliamentary government system to a presidential one. Erdogan took 52.5% of the vote in the presidential race, with more than 99% of the votes counted, while the Alaska party took 42.5% in the parliamentary polls. The latter count was boosted by its nationalist allies, which outstipped expectations, taking 11.1%, and the opposition candidate Muharrem Ince was left with 31%. Outside of his party headquarters in Ankara, Erdogan said, "This election's victory is democracy. This election's victory is national will." But what is Recep Tayyip Erdogan's net worth? Recep Tayyip Erdogan, born on February 26, 1954, Recep Tayyip Erdogan started out in humble beginnings as the son of a coastguard on Turkey's Black Sea coast. At the age of 13, Erdogan moved to Istanbul with his 4 other siblings, where he attended an Islamic school, before getting a degree from Marmara University in management. He went on to play professional football and became renowned for his fame after playing for the Turkish football club one.A, while also being a member of Necmettin Erbakan's welfare party and active in Islamic circles. Erdogan ended his footballing career when he was elected as the mayor of Istanbul, but after military officers made a power grab, the welfare party was banned. A year later, in 1999, he was jailed for 4 months for publicly reading a nationalist poem that included the lines, "The mosques are our barracks, the domes are helmets, the minarets are bayonets, and the faithful are soldiers." In 2001, with Abdullah Gul, Erdogan founded the Islamic-rooted AKP, the party that went on to win a solid majority in the parliamentary election and led to Recep being appointed as prime minister. More than a decade later, a corruption scandal battered his government, and although Erdogan blamed the Gulenists, 3 cabinet ministers' sons were arrested. After Erdogan became the president in 2014, he survived an attempted coup by factions within the military and went on to win the referendum on increased presidential powers. At the time, Erdogan said that the plot was engineered by the US-based Muslim cleric Fethullah Gulen, who headed up a network of schools educating people about the Islamic movement, which promotes altruism and modesty. Since then, Turkish courts have jailed dozens of officers for alleged coup plots after the failed attempt, which claimed at least 240 lives. According to officials, Erdogan's life was also put in danger while staying in Marmaris, but he was back in less than 12 hours with a TV appearance during which he declared himself a chief commander. Although the Turkish president has resolved economic problems, he has also been considered to be an autocratic leader who is against anyone who opposes him. Despite denying that he wants to impose Islamic values and revealing that he is committed to secularism, his supporters still refer to him as Sultan, a reference to the Ottoman Empire. Turkey lifted the ban on women wearing headscarves in the country's state institutions in 2013, but bids to criminalize adultery and introduce alcohol-free zones failed. Erdogan has also stated that no Muslim family should consider birth control or family planning because of his aim to multiply our descendants. The AKP has also managed to keep inflation under control after the 1990s, when it soared above 100%, but in 2014, the economy started to change and unemployment rose above 10%. Erdogan wife Recep Tayyip Erdogan married Emin Gulbrun in July 4, 1978, and the couple have 2 sons, Ahmet Burak and Necmettin Bilal, and 2 daughters, Ezra and Sumaya. 2018 Turkish elections. Erdogan declared victory in the Turkish presidential election in June 2018 amid speculation of manipulated results, and the president received the executive powers he has sought in order to tighten his grip on the nation. The AKP will now rule over Turkey until 2023 after its victory in parliamentary and presidential polls, taking 42.5%, while Erdogan garnered 52.5% of the vote. The opposition's candidate Muharrem Ince took nearly 31%. President Erdogan will now form a government as well as appoint ministers, vice presidents and top bureaucrats. He will also be able to issue decrees, prepare budgets and impose states of emergency. The role of prime minister has now been scrapped and is thought to further dilute democracy in Turkey under Erdogan's one-man rule. Erdogan net worth. Recep Tayyip Erdogan's net worth has accumulated to approximately $58 million, £44 million, and is the richest Turkish politician according to Top Richest. Erdogan was also listed as the 48th most powerful person on the 2018 Forbes list. However, this figure seems a little high for someone who just earns $58,000, £44,000, a year, as reported by German newspaper Bild. The article then went on to cite data published by Turkish opposition newspaper Cumhuriyet, which stated that all members of the Erdogan family appear to be in business. Bild also revealed that Erdogan's son Ahmet's net worth amounted to around $80 million, £60 million, and made claims that he may be supported by the Turkish government. Erdogan's other son Bilal, who frequently garners media attention for alleged criminal activity, now lives in Italy after being embroiled in a political corruption scandal. The Turkish president also has one of the most lavish official residences in the world, the Ankara, otherwise known as the White Palace, which has a whopping 1,100 rooms, 250 of which are for the sole use of the Erdogan family. Thought to be 30 times the size of the White House and believed to be the largest palace built anywhere in the world for more than 100 years, a reported £7 million was spent on carpets and another £5 million on 410 feet high double doors. The silk wallpaper is thought to have cost £2,000 a roll, and one drinking glass in the household is worth £250. Due to the numerous spas, swimming pools, bathrooms and steam rooms, the heating bill is thought to run up to £500,000 every winter. The entire home is thought to have cost £500 million to construct. In other news, Recep Tayyip Erdogan's net worth revealed after Turkey election victory. Spilt Milk announced 2018 lineup with Childish Gambino as headliner. Jamie Vardy's net worth revealed after England's World Cup win over Panama. Iran vs. Portugal. All you need to know. This is why Meghan Markle wears shoes that are too big. Jennifer Aniston is happy being single after split from Justin through Bachelorette 2018. Spoilers, David and Jordan fight, plus who goes home in episode 5. Rafael Marquez, Mexico World Cup captain, revealed amid links to cartel leader Raul Flores Hernandez. Roger Federer net worth revealed ahead of Halle Open semi-finals. What is Raheem Sterling's net worth? England stars wealth revealed. 2018 NBA Awards show. All you need to know. Saudi Arabia vs. Egypt. All you need to know. Paul McCartney net worth revealed after the Beatles singer joins James Corden for carpool karaoke. Uruguay vs. Russia. All you need to know about kickoff time, squads, stadium, and odds. Armed Forces Day 2018. Everything you need to know. Spain vs. Morocco. All you need to know. TV shows and movies coming to Amazon Prime in July 2018. BET Awards 2018. Everything you need to know. Did Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth secretly get married? Roseanne spin-off The Connors. All you need to know.